This is the last ladder or the end or the last set of problems for the 2.1e activity. We're looking at number 10. When we draw in a boundary line, part of that is also kind of shows us maybe how much work there is. I noticed that there isn't much on each side, so maybe this one could be done fairly quickly. We're going to distribute. 4 times 5 is 20. It also helps us maybe make a determination where to move things. Even though there's less things here, which seems a little weird, 4x is smaller than 6x, so I'm going to move 4x. Notice how I've lined them up. I've got x's attached with them, 2x equals 20. And man, I'm actually almost done. Last step is divide both sides by 2, and I get x equals 10. So that's why this step is so important. I always want to move my variables early on and move them to this side where there's more. Move the variables that there are less of. Last two problems, feel free to pause the video. Even if you feel like you can't finish these, maybe attempting the start of each one of these. Looks like one of the tricks to number 11 is that there is that ghost -1. So we're going to distribute. Feel free to pause the video if you need to get caught up. You're not yet done with that. And -1 times x is -1x, and -1 times 1 is -1. Next, the left side does seem longer, so I think there is a set of like terms I can combine, which gets me 4. Next step is I'm going to move my variables. I'm going to move the smaller number of variables, which means I'm going to add positive 1x to each side. And you're welcome to flip this. I think I flipped one of these a minute ago, but I'm going to leave it just to keep solving it because I also don't need to flip it as long as I understand that I need to get 3x alone, even though it's on the right side. So I'm going to add -22 to cancel these. And 4 plus -22 is -18. Divide both sides by 3. We are solving a bit backwards. That's okay, though. In a negative divided by a positive is a negative, and 18 divided by 3 is 6. So we get -6. We're on the last problem. Maybe on this one, if you haven't done this, maybe you try some, unpause it, then pause it again, try some more, unpause it, and repause it. Each side has distributive property. All right, so I did my sign change, and now I'm about to distribute. 4 times 5 is 20x. 4 times -2 is -8. Don't forget the plus -6x. 5 times 2 is 10x, and 5 times 4 is 20. Next, I notice that this side is longer, so I'm going to clean it up. And now I'm also going to, I've cleaned it up, I'm going to move my variables to the same side. I'm going to move the smaller amount. So I'm going to add the opposite of 10x. I'm going to line it up, make sure I've got plus -10x. That leaves me 4x plus -8 equals 20. So if you're watching this video to get a hint to get started, maybe see now if you can finish this. This is a problem we've worked on for a while. I'm going to add 8 to both sides. And I'm going to divide both sides by 4. and I get 7. X equals 7.